I felt the trucking company was very greedy in not checking their drivers. They were money driven. They didn't offer anything. She wasn't unable to work and she wasn't even awake, and she still hasn't worked since that day, is unable to now, and they offered nothing. We weren't sure if she was going to wake up at all. I mean, I was really afraid that we were going to lose her. She was 4 weeks pregnant with our grandbaby, and her son was in the car, my other grandson. They admitted that they weren't checking their drivers. They admitted to knowing that he was a previous drug user and he was on the road. She was unconscious for 3 weeks. She wouldn't wake up, no reaction, no anything. Even when they did release her, she went to a rehab facility, and she was there for a long time. If you count the transitional learning center and the rehab, she was in probably almost a year before she was able to come home. They were trying to belittle her life because she hadn't had a great one, meaning her brain injury didn't ruin her life. It was already somewhat affected. They thought it was 100% my son's fault. It was more my son's fault than the guy who was on drugs that was blocking the road. My family had dealt with Sam Fidel's office before, so we knew he was good and we needed her to have the best. We didn't know if she was going to wake up or not. So we called Sam, and they helped us from the beginning, explained everything, and guided us through this. They have just taken us completely under their wing and held the trucking company responsible for their negligence and made them pay my daughter-in-law and her children and our family. And never were we told, we don't do that. That's not our department. Even though it wasn't part of what they did, they took care of us or led us to where the help we needed, or they led us to the resources that we could use. Although they didn't seem aggressive to us, they attacked the case and they did everything they needed to do, things we would have never dreamed of. Our attorney got an expert witness that was ready to testify that my son drove within the top 15% of all drivers. 85% of other drivers would not have reacted so quickly, and they would have all been killed and hit it head on. They've given her a life that she maybe otherwise wouldn't have had. We come home, Mom, I got to do this today. Mom, me and our companion went here, and it's nice to let her have some of that independence back. We now have guaranteed security in rebuilding all of our lives. My daughter-in-law, my sons, the children, we now have the resources within which to provide for her whatever she needs and they need. Our attorneys took care of us from day one to the end. Anything we needed, they were there for us, like a family.